I'm actually going to put my sunglasses on because the sun is just beaming off the road right now. It just rained. Uh, so yeah, I'm coming back from the land right now. Um, we'll get into what happened there. So basically, my wife and I, to kind of recap why we're here in the first place and what's going on. My wife and I, we have 3 kids, and we wanted to do what a lot of people have done and live a not necessarily simpler life, because there's nothing simple about it, but it's more of a wholesome life, I guess. It's more of we want to be active participants, um, highly functioning. Oh, they have farm fresh eggs. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're going back. We're going back. We're going back. Oh, God, there's a car behind me. Of all crunchy roads. We're going to wait for him to go by. Here, we'll put the flashers on. So what's happening is I am waiting for that car to go by. We're going to go see those eggs. Come on. There it is. $4 a dozen. I don't have any cash. But now we know. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my God. I'm getting these eggs. Hold on. Dude, look at this egg setup. It is really nice. Sorry, no eggs. I took them all. Look at this. Yep. Let's go. Woo! I think I got it. Right on the pile. Hey, that's where we wanted it. Oh, man. I'm not sure where I was. The eggs distracted me. So where we're at in the process of our house, we bought land, and here's where the B-roll is going to come in that I filmed. So here's what we did. We were living in Vermont. My wife was born and raised there, and I married her, so we were living there. And we bought a house and had a kid, and then we ended up with twins afterwards, so 2 and 3. And so we're, living in we're living in a state that, in my opinion, is not very family friendly. It does cater to certain crowds, not us. We wanted something a little more conservative, a little more Christ centered. So, long story short, we had to put ourselves in a move to a state that put the parents over the state. It's more conservative. It's a lot more oriented to the goals that we have in mind and the way we want to raise our children. And if there's something that we don't agree with or don't want to do, then that's going to be a lot more respected than it was in the state we were previously living in, Vermont. And I'm going to be completely honest and unfiltered. It's a mini California as far as the politics are concerned. But it flies under the radar a lot because the state has a population about the size of Knoxville, Tennessee. And I personally know I know 5 families and then up to 20, or heard of up to 20 families that have moved to Tennessee, North Carolina, Florida, not really Georgia. I don't know why. Not a big destination state, but that, they've moved out of state and to the south. And something we did, and I never thought I'd find myself living in the south. And here we are.
Noodle. The boodle and the noodle. Okay, bud.
Historians are going to see this.
What does it take for you to get anything done on your land?
Building a homestead, colorized, 2025. Oh my, your hands are going to get cold, honey. Okay, big guy. Looking good.
This guy's gonna have to go down in the fire.
Well,
Okay,
if only
buddy,
you had
you
somebody.
ready?
Whoa.
You going around the track? We're going down the road, right?
Love you, Mama.
Love you. Chip chop.
Yep. I'm starting this channel with the hopes of growing it to show people that do not live or are interested in living or are just curious about it, whatever, of somebody who, is living a rural lifestyle, but they haven't lived it their whole lives, I guess, is what the niche is. So just a little background information on me. I grew up not with a lot of money. Like my mom would, hide a $20 bill so that, on a Friday evening, if dad was at work late or whatever, we could go to McDonald's, get a couple Happy Meals, and then play at the play place. Like, that was, you know, part of my childhood. And I'm not blaming anybody for it. That's just how it was. And, you know, they tried their best, and they did really, really good job raising me and my younger siblings. That being said, I come to realize that growing up in Detroit, growing up in the city, I used to look at success as like a nice suburban home in a neighborhood, finished basement, carpeted, you know, big old sectional with a big TV. Like, that was like, whoa, that's when you know you've made it, right? And now that I'm older and I got my own kids, young kids, my definition of success has changed. And we're trying to pursue that right now, you know, pursuit of happiness. So, having grown up in the city, not having a lot of outdoor skills, as you know, not growing up around them, especially you know, with the people that I knew, it was very country if I knew somebody who owned like some property or a camp or a cabin or an RV or whatever up north, you know, up north in Michigan. And that was pretty country for me, to give you some background. And I say all that because, you know, now we're going to be attempting to, after we've cleared our land and our property, and now we're going to be attempting to build a house as the GC. So, a lot of growth. So it's really, without rambling too bad, that's what this channel is going to be about. It's going to be about us trying to raise our family on a homestead style property, working with what we got, not a lot of money, and figuring out a lot of stuff on the way as we go. And maybe it'll inspire somebody to change the way they think about life, or what they want to do in life, or how they want to eat, or how they want to live, or, you know, maybe they're super vegan. Well, anyways, we'll get there. But yeah, so we are outsourcing some of the bigger operator stuff. I mean, that's stuff I want to do. We just don't have the time or money right now, especially with the twins being 1 year old, and if I having a 5-year-old at home. Daddy can't be out every afternoon and weekend as much as I want to be doing stuff with the land. So we've had to outsource a little bit, but we cut down over 100 trees. We have, you know, done a lot of brush burning. We've done a ton of manual labor. We're currently waiting on a tractor, possibly to be delivered within the next month or two. It's more of like a you know, we're borrowing, more of like a borrowing situation with that. So it's kind of on their timeline, which is completely fine. There's no driveway there. The tractor will be a great help because we'll move some material around that we've been wanting to move, and build a driveway once that pad has been set by our A&R services. Thank you. So what you're going to see is my wife and I learning a ton of new stuff and trial and error. This is not going to be one of those YouTube channels where we're just experts on everything and we have some weird slush fund where we have all. Cut that up. It's just going to be us figuring it out and getting it done, and teaching our kids that you can do that in life. So he left this mound here. He said he's going to raise it up about another, after gravel, he's going to raise this up about another 6 to 8 inches. So, kind of get an idea. So it's going to be like up here. And then that's where the rest of the house should be. It's going to be a lot of fill. A lot of fill. Oh boy. But we have this first entrance here because we originally were going to put the house back there in the dark recess of that area back there. But then we found out those white flags is where our septic's going. So we said scratch that. We'll just go out here. But yeah, like I said, on the open, so we're in the master bedroom right now, I think. It's the corner of the house, master bedroom, get out of bed, open the blind. Whoosh. Ah, what a beautiful pole. And guide wires. That's a great idea, if we can move it. Look at Supermom. Should I be holding one of the kids? Fun fact, I was earlier. Look at them.